Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tied up, bad vibes, bad luck, been swinging like a boomerang. Dried up, all talk, no bite, now we're coming like a hurricane. Pull the curtain back, everybody wants to get some. A surprise attack, you and me together coming at you like a hurricane. Tell me what you want right now. Ooh, let everybody talk right now. So tell me what you want right now. You can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it.
Hold up, coming out of me lightning bolt electricity. Blow up, tearing at the seams, yeah, I see it unraveling. Pulling back the curtain, got the sun in my eye. Everybody, they've been hurting, but they push it aside. Every person is a person with a different disguise. Feels like I'm on a desert island and it's Lord of the Flies, right?
Watch out for your neck, a wrecking ball is swinging heavy. With this adrenaline, it's coming out of me like a ball electricity.
Tell me what you want right now. Ooh, let everybody talk right now. Tell me what you want right now. You could get it.
Yeah, well you can get it. Yeah, yeah, you can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it. Tell me what you want and I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm not giving up, come on, we got nothing left to lose. I've been here from the start, you know I'm not going anywhere. I don't give it, tell me what you want, you can get it.
You can get it. You can get it.
I don't give it, tell me what you.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Everyone's still celebrating the return of regular season football, and we're away in week 2. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down, ball at the 36. They kick the running back in motion. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get this down to the 23-yard line before they stop him. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 23. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Vikings have an early opportunity after the interception on the game's first series.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the practice week at least twice, Thursdays, Fridays, even tuning it up on Saturdays, because it's all about protecting in the red zone. And not only protecting points, but taking the ball away. That is a gold star effort by the defense.
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing again from their own end zone now. On target to Waddle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down. Now for the first time, it's a give to the rookie from Ohio State. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's a throw. Hits his running back. He spins right by him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here's 2nd and 11. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Well, that certainly wasn't the end result he was after there, Brock. A big play to start the scoring, but we can definitely say this was not his intention, letting that pass go.
No, a lot of game left, though, and that's a positive. And you know what? He's going to have a chance to totally redeem himself after that one.
That one right down the middle. And the Rams will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. And this won't have the juice to reach the landing zone, so some great field position coming up for this offense at the 40-yard line. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
From the gun on third down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that leaves them with 4th and 5. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Oh, and they fake it. Pass caught. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. What a call. They wind up with 12 on 4th down and pull off the conversion. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Still sticking with the passing game. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings cut it to a lower point on the scoreboard. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown. Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings tie this game 7-7. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Finds him on the slant. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the 37. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. In this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
They'll come out throwing. And oh, he drops it. He had all the space in the world. Brocky got behind the defense, and he just looked away before he brought it in. A big missed opportunity. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds after reaching the 25-yard line. A gain of 27 yards there. And that's going to give the Vikings the 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it will largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's 2nd and 7. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. that brings up third down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And now they're staring at a fourth down.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later. I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. He gets popped quickly. Not a nice feeling or a nice return.
Well, that's a case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
On first down, they'll run. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Finds his back complete. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's brought down for a loss. We've arrived at the end of one on third. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. They'll try and throw it here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Throw on 3rd down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And he makes the Mets go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. You get a pick six, you get a pick six. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick six and multiple highlights?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on.
No highlight for a quarterback.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Back to the air, following the pick six. Oh, he put some heat on. Oh, no, they get him yet again. And the Vikings will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. They give it to him again. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. He picks up 8 on the run, and now they're going to have 3rd and 4.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
This gets the 1st and more. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They're now set for 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he found a little room to turn it into a nice gain down to the 6. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Pitch it out to him. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points. Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings take a 3-possession lead. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Malone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Here we go, 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 4 yards does get him back to even, partner, but they're left with 3rd and 10 now.
You know, Kay, one of the reasons it's so hard to run the ball in the NFL is to move grown men off their spot against their will. You get a run play like that, you've done your job. You've moved them against their will, and you've set yourself up for some later success.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Blown back, gets the handoff. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. One yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. Another carry for him. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead, get what you need.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. First and 10 from the 41. Give now to the running back. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. The screen pass falls incomplete. The tip definitely broke up that throw. So it'll be 2nd down.
I think you're seeing why they like this guy in coverage, man. He reacts well to throws and is so adept in breaking up passes right through contact or before they ever reach the target.
2nd and 10 now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Give him 2 yards on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 8.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Now the Rams trying for the field goal. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal attempt. This a 39-yarder from the left hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the gap closes to 14 points.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Buys time, rolling right. That throw behind his intended target. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
He'll throw again on second down. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
They'll throw on third and long. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. Now the offense is going to take its third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time to secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll throw it yet again. Caught, nice gain left side. And he'll be touchdown after a big play. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And that is a rough one, Brock. It came down well short of that 20-yard line minimum he needed, so this drive going to begin from the 40-yard line instead. A fresh set of downs after that penalty. Here's 1st and 10. Running it after the penalty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
From the 42. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
That one's out and cut on the right side. A lot of mass on the move here. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Vikings grow the lead coming out at halftime. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings stretch their lead to 21. The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Now give left side. Works the sideline to the 30. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. They get 28 out of that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
Going to the ground again on 1st. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. It's a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
And the Vikings add an extra defensive back for this 3rd down. From midfield now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Rams are set to punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Only punted once in last week's loss, and he gets this one away. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. So no return on that punt. And it's going to be Vikings football. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. Picked up by the Rams. And they stop him before he gets much on the return.
Well, sure, you're looking to try to get a first down on second down. You're trying to create a manageable third down, but I'll tell you what you're not trying to do, ever, is give the ball away. And that's what the offense does to the defense right there.
And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even rip through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves him a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up. Dropping back to throw. That sails over his target, incomplete, and now it's 4th down.
Well, you got to have a short memory in the NFL. Incompletions happen. Now you got to make the adjustment and go get the next one.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. Second time they brought him out for a field goal, and second time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
The Rams kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. Needed a little more to reach the landing zone, so give him the ball at the 40-yard line. And this drive is going to have some great starting field position as a result of that short kick. Here's a give up the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. 1st and goal here. They'll try and punch it in. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. And he finds him in the end zone for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. What makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
The Vikings have it teed up, and play resumes with the kick. Chooses to bring this one out. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Beckham, the motion man here. Out of the shotgun. They'll give it to him inside. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Back to throw. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Vikings get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. The team total is now up to 5, Brock. 5 times they've picked this offense off.
Say it a third time for me, Kate, would you? Twist the knife for all the fans of this offense watching at home.
5 interceptions in one game. You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
Yeah, this goes beyond marveling. This goes to best case scenario in their game plan. This is one of those special games where absolutely everything is clicking. These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20 vision.
There's a handoff up the gut. And he gets this forward to the 19. They get about 4 there. Need a little more than that now on 3rd and 6. They give it to him again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that gives them a 28-point advantage.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Rams hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Running this one left. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. Give him 13 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Right up the gut. It's a pickup of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Back-to-back carries here. Escapes a defender. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign that we're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
And tough sledding for him. Only room to get it to the 30. So it's a win for the Vikings.